How Kim Kardashian's kids honored her and Robert Kardashian Sr. during her law school graduation. Kim Kardashian has never shied away from challenges, and her journey toward becoming a lawyer has proven that her determination goes far beyond the spotlight of reality television. After years of studying, preparing for grueling exams, and juggling the responsibilities of motherhood and business, Kim reached a milestone in her legal journey, a law school graduation celebration that became a deeply emotional and personal moment. What made the occasion even more meaningful was the touching way her 4 children, North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm, chose to honor her and her late father, Robert Kardashian Sr., whose legacy as a respected attorney had long inspired Kim to pursue a career in law. A moment years in the making. Kim Kardashian's decision to become a lawyer wasn't a sudden shift, but a carefully thought-out path inspired by her father. She's been candid about how watching her father work shaped her respect for the legal profession. Robert Kardashian Sr. was best known for being part of O.J. Simpson's legal defense team, but to Kim, he was a principled man of integrity who showed her what justice looked like from a young age. Kim didn't follow the traditional law school route. Instead, she took the California reading the law approach, a method that allows aspiring attorneys to study under the mentorship of licensed lawyers rather than attending law school. Despite the unorthodox route, Kim proved her commitment when she passed the baby bar exam after multiple attempts, a milestone many consider even harder than the standard bar exam. The recent celebration marked her successful completion of a major phase of her law journey, and her kids made sure to turn it into something unforgettable. A tribute that touched the heart. The graduation-themed celebration was filled with joy, family, and emotion. Kim's children, knowing the importance of this moment, planned a special tribute to honor both their mother's accomplishments and the grandfather they never got to meet. Northwest, Kim's eldest daughter, took the lead with a heartfelt speech. In front of family and close friends, North talked about how she watched her mother stay up late, studying by lamplight, surrounded by law books. She described Kim as a warrior, not just for their family, but for people who need a voice in the justice system. North even quoted her grandfather, reading one of Robert Kardashian Sr.'s old writings about law and ethics. The moment brought tears to Kim's eyes, especially when North said she wanted to be like her mother one day, someone who stands up for what's right. A legacy remembered. But the most emotional moment came when Kim's children presented her with a framed photograph of her in her law graduation gown next to a picture of Robert Kardashian Sr. in court. The 2 images side by side represented more than just family resemblance. They symbolized a passing of the torch, a continuation of values, and a shared mission of justice. To deepen the tribute, the kids played a video montage that included home footage of Robert Sr. and Kim from the early 2000s, alongside clips of Kim studying, working on prison reform projects, and celebrating small victories in her legal path. Kim was seen visibly moved, wiping away tears as she hugged each of her children. For her, this wasn't just a celebration of personal achievement, it was a moment of honoring her father's memory and showing her kids the power of dedication and purpose. Kim reflects on her journey. Later that day, Kim shared her thoughts on social media. She posted several photos from the event and included a touching caption. "Becoming a lawyer was always about honoring my dad, but also about being the change I want to see in the world. Seeing my kids celebrate this with me and include their grandpa in it made it so much more meaningful. I know he would be proud, and I felt him with me today." She went on to thank her mentors, legal team, and most importantly, her children for understanding the sacrifice and cheering her on every step of the way. Looking ahead. With this major chapter now complete, Kim is continuing her legal journey with her eyes on the California bar exam. She remains active in prison reform advocacy, often working behind the scenes to help wrongfully convicted individuals get a second chance. Her efforts have led to real, life-changing outcomes for people serving unjust sentences. Kim has made it clear that her legal work isn't a side project or a temporary interest. It's her future. And now, with her children standing beside her, inspired by both her and the grandfather they never met, that future looks brighter than ever. This celebration wasn't just a moment for Kim Kardashian. It was a moment for the entire Kardashian legacy, redefined by purpose, strength, and generational love.